Yo, why are we back here again? Another No Kings protest is happening this Saturday. I guess the first one failed and they needed a redo. Freedom doesn't mean you get your way. It means I get to call you out for being this damn ridiculous. The freedom fighters. What I see are cosplayers with Amazon Prime signs and oat milk rage. You scream No Kings while worshiping your favorite influencer like they walk on kombucha. You post resist tyranny from a Starbucks on Wi-Fi wearing $200 sneakers made by child labor overseas. Congratulations, your rebellion comes with a loyalty program. You hate the system. You are the system. You beg the same government that you claim to hate to wipe your ass. Forgive your loans, regulate your neighbor's sneeze, and ban mean tweets, and post that you don't like. That's not rebellion, that's a cry for a participation trophy. With benefits. A subscription plan for state-sponsored babysitting. You think holding a sign that says No Kings while filming a TikTok dance about oppression makes you a hero? Content, not activism. You're not leading a movement, you're chasing an algorithm. You say we don't do kings. Okay, if that's the case, then stop acting like court jesters for whatever celebrity, politician, or blue check cult leader tells you what to think. You are not oppressed. You're just bored and allergic to accountability. Bottom line is you don't hate kings, you hate mirrors. Because every time you look in one, you see the spoiled subject of your own tiny monarchy of self-importance. So yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out. The rest of us are going to be watching college football anyway. March, chant, hashtag, do whatever the fuck you got to do to help you sleep at night.
Hey, shout out to this brother because he's absolutely right. But there's more.
You know how I know the left is stupid and it's full of white liberals who just don't know any better? We drove by the No Kings protest and we played rap music, but it was like pro-Trump rap music. And all of these white liberals that are protesting are dancing to it because they're like, ooh, black people music, we should like that. That is how stupid these people are.
Thank God.
She's playing, I believe that's Tom McDonald.
You wish you was dying, but you missed.
That's the You Missed. That's the track that Tom McDonald came out. Not this past summer, but the summer of 2025 when the attempted assassination of President Trump, that dude obviously missed. And these people out here bouncing and bopping their signs to it. That just goes to show you how ignorant these people are. Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, man. Do so. I got a couple additional clips to share with you guys. Let's keep going.
If you're not sure what to protest about next, fear no more, I got you covered. The next time your party leaders choose a presidential candidate behind closed doors without holding a fair primary, start a No Kings protest.
Facts.
The next time politicians try to force medical decisions on you, like take the jab or lose your job instead of giving you freedom of choice, start a No Kings protest. The next time they silence journalists or ban accounts all over social media or call dissent misinformation just to control the narrative, start a No Kings protest. The next time they send billions of taxpayer dollars overseas while Americans struggle to pay rent, groceries, and gas, start a No Kings protest. The next time unelected bureaucrats create laws through agencies instead of letting Congress vote, start a No Kings protest. The next time they try to control speech by labeling your beliefs as hate just to shut you up, start a No Kings protest. And the next time they pretend to care about democracy but silence their political opponents, you sure as hell better march your asses out on those streets and start a No Kings protest instead of always...
He's absolutely right. Think about this. Last year, Kamala Harris was installed. She wasn't elected via the primary by her constituents. This is a young lady that received zero primary votes. And the Democratic Party, they didn't get out there and protest. They just got in lockstep, in line, like the sheep they are, like the sheeple they are, and said, hey, the Democrat Party told us this is the person we should support. We're going to support her no matter what. Nobody even batted an eye. No one asked a question. That right there in itself lets you know that these aren't serious people. They're not serious people at all. Now, you know it's bad when mainstream media is using a clip from a previous Boston Marathon to show you how many people pulled up and showed out for the quote unquote No Kings protest. Listen to this.
People I know who are there. This is an older crowd. There's not a lot of folks, and granted, it's a big crowd here. I'm not good at estimating, but it's definitely over 2,000, maybe close to 3,000. We can't see everyone, but it's an older crowd. A lot of white hair. You
This
see
is
out
an
there,
older
Q-tips,
clip.
as we used to call them in the business, and they're out protesting, and not a lot of young people. And also, again, portraying this I hate America idea that this is what this protest is about, showing people who are boomers and middle-aged out taking time from their day on a Saturday to come and protest and be heard at the nation's oldest public park, Boston Common.
A lot of the problem that we have in our country is that the average American lives within about a 10-mile radius of where they've grown up at. They've never left this nation to have a full understanding of how good we have it here. So it's easy to jump out there and say that they're oppressed. It's easy to jump out there and say, hey, we shouldn't have any kings. It's easy to jump out there and say those things when you don't know anything but the 10-mile radius of where you grew up at. And it's sad because if more people spent time, just a little more time abroad, they would actually have a greater appreciation for our nation. But unfortunately, that is not necessarily the case. That's why I'm a proponent. Hey, those first 2 years, once you graduate high school, years 18 and 19 for most folks, or 17, 18 for others, I think you should do 2 years in the United States military in some shape, way, form, or fashion, in some capacity, so you get a greater understanding and a greater appreciation of our nation and how well we have it here. Now, I keep telling you guys that, hey, conservative women are some of the nicest looking women in the country. And here's another example.
Be a lady. More than what he does. This man should have been done in high school. Been done in high school. She ain't got no today.
Don't be mad, her president won.
Get off the plantation. White people, get off the plantation. Get off the plantation.
I'm with her on that.
You be like that white man, come you the N-word. You like that vegan man. Oh, good boy. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
That's a beautiful young lady there. And I got to tell you, man, conservative women are the best looking women out there, man. I'm just saying. And she's absolutely right telling these young folks, hey, man, get off the plantation. It ain't here. Hey, you free. You can leave now. You don't have to continue to support these people.
No kings. Unless it was during the pandemic when all the mom and pop businesses were shut down, but the government said it was totally fine for all the major super rich corporations to continue operating. But I didn't really care because as long as I could get my Starbucks and go to Target, I was fine. No kings. Except during the pandemic when we told people that they would lose their job unless they took a certain medical product, or they couldn't even go into certain restaurants without vaccine paperwork. That was crazy, but I didn't really care because I just complied. No kings. Remember when we also told people that they had to not visit their loved ones that were sick and dying in the hospital, the elderly, they had to die alone. That was really sad. We shut down the schools, completely wrecked the developmental learning for a whole generation. I mean, that was tragic, but we don't really talk about that because that's over now. New outrage, no kings. Remember when we were told over and over if we got that medical product, we for sure would not get sick. And even though the people that got it immediately did get sick, we were for sure told they wouldn't spread it. And then that gradually became, well, like 95%, like 75%. Okay, there's no evidence it does what we told everyone it does, but we've already made everyone take it that would anyway. And no one really cared because it's new outrage time, no kings. And do you remember during that time, anyone who tried to bring attention to these issues on social media was censored or their account was banned? And limiting free speech at that time seemed okay to me. I didn't really think about it. No kings. You don't hate authoritarianism. You just hate what you're told to hate by the algorithm and the news outlets.
That's it.
Be so for real. I just wish the anti-authoritarian energy was present during actual tyranny from both the federal and local governments during that time. But no, of course not. And it's not authoritarianism if the majority of the people voted for it, both popular vote and electoral votes. People wanted the border secure. So settle down and start thinking for yourself. Turn off the TikTok. It's gonna be okay. No kings.
She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. And I want to know who put the money up for this, because this was organized. You're not able to do what I am about to show you without some form of organization, paid organization at that. Take a look at this. Now, I want you guys to look at this right here. Look at this. Does this look like it's just some run-of-the-mill protest? No Kings, yes. What is that, on 50? Does this look like this was just something that just by happenstance was put together? Nah. This is well planned, well orchestrated, and well funded. The key is who put the battery on these people's backs.
So this guy is so hateful and angry, he can't even tell me any of the racist things that Charlie is saying. So
I've already told you.
Okay, well then walk away from me. All you have to do is walk away. So this gentleman found out that I worked at Turning Point USA and decided to come up to me and say that Charlie was a racist and a fascist.
This is entirely
I was having
bullshit.
a good conversation. So you found out that I worked for Turning Point and you said you can't stand here and talk with me because why?
Because Charlie Kirk was a racist, bigot, scum.
Do you think he deserved to get shot in the neck?
No, I don't think he deserved to die.
But do you see how that type of rhetoric has led to people in the United States getting killed?
His rhetoric
Can I
has
ask what
ruined
rhetoric that-
thousands of
Can
lives.
I ask what rhetoric is at the forefront for you that was the most hateful?
What rhetoric? Telling people they need to be fathers to their children, telling folks that the nuclear family is the way, telling people that they need Jesus and that is their savior. Telling people that, hey, you need to get into the word of God. Really? That's dangerous?
I hate his racism. He was an anti-Semite. He accused Jews of funding replacement theory in America. This is insane.
So regarding the racism, I myself am a Hispanic Asian woman.
Okay.
He hired me on to, represent his organization.
God bless. Everybody
He
needs
has
a token.
Okay, so I'm a token. Well, Charlie was just brutally murdered in front of.
Yo, these white liberals don't even understand how racist they are. He's gonna call, this Hispanic, half Asian, half Hispanic, half Asian woman, and called her a token to her face. These are some of the most racist people out here, man. The liberals are extremely racist. Period. Regardless of who they are, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, doesn't matter. There's some of the most intolerable, insufferable individuals in our country.
The United States, and I think it's a big problem that we can't even have a conversation.
That's irrelevant. He
It's
had
irrelevant
position.
that he was brutally murdered.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do with his politics.
Or our
It
discussion.
had everything to do with his politics because people said that he was a fascist. Like, there's a sign behind you saying the fascist Trump regime. Who's out here calling people fascists in the street? Is it the right wing? Or is it the left wing that's out here labeling everybody that
Who's acting like a fascist?
The left wing, quite frankly.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't think we have anything more to discuss.
Okay, well,
I can't convince you. You're not going to convince me. The only thing else I have to
Why can't we
say.
have a conversation? I was having a great
Because
conversation
it's-
with him, and then you decided that Charlie was a racist, and you wanted to.
He's a
walk away
racist
from
by
the
his own
conversation.
words.
Please,
His
again,
own
what was
words.
the most
His
racist
own
thing that
words
he
were.
said? What is the most racist thing that he said? Please give me the quote. If you were this angry, you should be able to give me the quote. Because I can give you 10 quotes right now from left-wingers who stated that right-wingers deserve to die, and we should fear getting shot every single time we go out after Charlie was
I'm not
killed.
responsible for every
Okay, well, for
person
you
out there, but
personally,
you're a
what did
member.
Charlie
You
say?
are a member.
What did Charlie say that was so racist that made you this upset? Please tell me, because you're out here telling people that he's a problem. Not you, him. He doesn't even know, and this is the exact problem. You are so hateful.
If you would
and
be
angry.
quiet for-
Regarding you specifically, you are now coming up to me. You've been extremely aggressive. And like I said, I'm standing here and I was having
Listen.
a conversation with this gentleman
Go
right
ahead.
here.
Go ahead.
And now
Post
you're
this.
getting so
Do whatever
angry.
you want.
Okay, so y'all, I'm at the No Kings protest here, and I was standing here. I'm wearing my press badge, and these older gentlemen came up to me and stated, what's Turning Point USA? Basically asking me about Charlie. This guy right here ends up going, I can't speak to you because Charlie was a racist and a fascist. I then immediately start asking him, like, hey, do you think that means he deserved to be shot? And what exactly did he say that was so racist that made you this angry? He then went on to say that Charlie is an anti-Semite. And now I had a bunch of older people surrounding.
Hey, the towels, man, TOWL, man, they are the worst. They are the worst. They really hadn't changed much since the early 1900s. Go look it up. The next couple of clips I want to share with you guys are interviews of people who are out there protesting, quote unquote, the No Kings. But they can't really tell you why they're out there.
So what brings you out today?
No King's Day.
And why specifically are you out supporting No King's Day?
I think protest is important.
Why are you protesting?
How much time do you have?
A couple minutes. And what's the main reason you're out here protesting President Trump?
I agree with a lot of the decisions that are being made.
Is there any decision in particular you disagree with?
Okay, so I would start with, well, I don't even think it's appropriate for me to have this interview.
This is an adult woman in America who couldn't answer a simple question.
We're out here at the No Kings protest and we're asking all the important questions. Such as, if Trump was elected, how exactly is he a king?
Because he is trying to take control of everything. Like his checks and balances are not working. So he is just trying to completely disregard the Constitution.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of amendments have been kind of overcome, like in a way that they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, which amendments specifically?
The whole
first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Trying to take away our
freedom of protesting.
I would say that it's because even though he was elected, I agree, due process, he got what he got elected fairly, sure, but he's doing things that make him a king, like he's taking away, civil rights.
That's a great question. I don't particularly think he's a king, it's how people are viewing him as.
Actively switching the levers of power in order to subvert elections.
And what does that mean?
Things such as, trouble coming up with words.
This is what I'm talking about. You literally have people out here protesting that don't even know why they're out there. Oh, it's the No Kings. We think Trump's a king. And no, he was voted by the constituents here in America, won the popular vote, won the Electoral College. First Republican president to do so in the better part of 20 some odd years. And you have people out here saying, oh my gosh, I'm out here because I don't know why. Now, they may not want to tell you, hey, I got to check. Some people say that, hey, they're $200 a day to be out there. There are some people that just been propagandized by mainstream media. That could be the case as well. But the reality of it is this, man. The majority of people here in this country that disagree with what's going on right now, and they disagree with the current administration, is because they've received a heavy dose of mainstream media, whether that's CNN, MSDNC, or any other, left-leaning, newspaper outlet out there. And they believe these people wholeheartedly. And you have some billionaire Democrats or billionaire liberals that would like to see our country destroyed from the inside out. And they're willing to pay exorbitant amount of money to make it happen. Simple as that. But I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family, or you can buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. And as always, keep God first, stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
Vibes so raw, can't hide the truth. Words so sharp, they cut right through. Real talk for the soul's appeal. Prayers rise.